All right, here we go again. Buckle up. So it's still coming up that there's going to be some shooters. This time it was my Aldi cart made that sound. It sounded like like something chain bringer around. And when you take your quarter out, if you ever shopped at Aldi, yeah. So that's all that came up. I don't know what exactly it's going to be, but trying to figure out where I want to go here. Yeah, that Walmart Plus and all that shit's probably out the window. Yep, I can't verify who credited it. I'll tell you what, it's great price gas, but I cannot, for the life of me, sit over here at Sam's Club and wait for gas all day. Maybe if I picked a certain time, it wouldn't be so busy, but and Costco isn't much better. Well, Costco's too far, pretty much. Ah, oh, my right shoulder is just shit today. I'm trying to figure this out. Mm. Thank you, Mary. I, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you to do about it. I guess pray. I don't have any other information on it. It keeps coming up. I guess we keep having crime. I had to eat something, so I had to get out and get some new food. I don't even want to think about what may have been done in that apartment when they broke in. But since my stomach is now all screwed up. Hmm. No, I stopped drinking coffee days ago. Right. See, that's how they do it. So, oh, he's drinking coffee. Do it now. They'll say it's the coffee. Hey, hey. They're trying to get me in the mind. I'm going, whoa, no haze, all of you. No haze. Sit in their mind and reject, hey, look to your buddy. Freaks. But I don't understand the Greenland thing. It don't make any sense. We agree. I mean, I know it's a moneymaker or something. I understand it's that, but it doesn't make any sense. Right. I mean, if there was like a popular movement, large popular movement in Greenland. Well, the whole thing that you all did when you ran for office, yeah, that would have worked, but it ain't today. Right. In fact, I think January 20th or whatever, whenever inauguration was, it was already out there running out the door. Right. People were like remorseful if they voted for the Trump administration. Right. Based upon people you appointed, they didn't think it would go that way. Prior to the appointments. So again, you don't have the juice you had. Right? You don't have the juice you had to get in office. I don't know if you understand that. Well, the judge is going to say there's a deep. For the other thing, the judge is going to say there's a deportation system. Use it. Right. No, I don't think right hearing aid. Something's going on. Yeah, it was up on 8. That's why it was so loud there. Should have turned it down before I went novelty. I'm beginning to believe that some of this sinus thing is from my stomach. Which actually made it worse to take antibiotics. Right. Just healed somebody who was going to be a future sex crime victim. That's the hardest part about the whole thing is seeing that you need to heal something. Healing is the easy part. Ugh. No, it's just what it said. I mean, you could change things. It's just, again, any prophecy is dependent on the future. But it said, let me see if I can get the exact thing here. Oh, did I throw that away? There's a piece of mail. I don't know, where is it? It said Jesus is coming. Right. But all I saw was is coming. And it said 1920. Here it is. Over here. Pentecost 2025 is coming. That's what it actually said. But it says this coming is in brown letters. Right. you can visualize that, right? And but it said 1928. I was wondering if because I can remember the year of the Depression. So I'm wondering, was that after the Depression where it was going up? Even when I started reading, I'm like, well, this must be after the Depression. And it said no, this is before the Depression. Because it's saying a time of plenty in the stock market or good stock market and all that, right? So I thought, well, maybe this is after. Maybe we're going to have a good stock market, right? And then it said no, we're leading it. We're going into a depression. I mean, I guess, or something like that, a downturn. Nah, I'm going to have to find food. I mean, I just going to have to do it. I'm going to find food that's like single serve. But I can't buy those dinners because it mess up my stomach probably. We got me some packets of rice. Yeah, it's just crazy because like my body's kind of trying to start to heal, like loosen up, but then everything goes crazy. I just got to go with it, I guess, for now. But I would love it for my eyes to come back. Yeah, well, Jesus just sent me another message. See, it says, Jesus, I trust in you, like somebody speaking to Jesus. But when I read it, each time I read it, it says, Jesus, like from Jesus, I trust in you. It's a hard work. I'd rather did your. No, I don't want to be crucified. No, if you think about what Jesus' mission was, I still, I'm suffering too. Uh, Now my life could have been healthy and perfect. They know that. They laugh about it every day in their millionaire lives. All right. No, I'm just gonna have to, all I can do is eat something. And that's what, say I'm paranoid, but I'm not paranoid. They're breaking in. I mean, who knows what these psychos are doing? Thank you, Mary. I got some rice, and then I'm gonna put some broth over top. Where'd it cursor? The rice went kind of crazy. The juice wrote sodium broth. Oh, yeah, just yeah. They're still they peed on me. Well, the broth. The broth just kind of leaked out of the plate to make a mess, and they cursed me like that. And so let's get the prayer for the Hadoma prayer. Hadoma prayer. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea where we're going to end up. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei peri hadama. Actually, see, it keeps making a mess. It cursed my apartment, man. Thanks, Larry. That is what it means. Translate. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who creates the fruit of the ground. That's rice and vegetable broth. Yeah, although Jesus, I think, I'm not sure, because I'll have to reread it and look at it. Remove the dietary laws. I don't think he removed the prayer, which is funny because grace is not really what Jews pray, but they have prayer for everything. Whoops, whoops there. I'm supposed to turn off the sound. I don't know if it came through or not. One of the things I wasn't doing recently is I used to, like, for moisturizing in my hands, I would use triple antibiotic ointment, or not, like a prophylactic, so that any bacteria would essentially be ate up by that. I haven't done that. I'm starting to do it now. And that person here, I just bit my lip. It just comes from cursing. Been like that the whole time for decades. So evil is up. That's why we're seeing that stuff. Right. So it's coming is brown, which means they're shitting on people. There's a price to pay for attacking people. Right. Now they lied. They always tried to say that I no longer had a disability or something like that. They're liars. Right. Right, Larry. It was always disabled. But again, that was one of their motives for stopping healthcare. Because they say, oh, you're not going to the doctor as well. Right. One thing I'm trying to do is step out of the wheat and the dairy thing just for a little while and see what that does. Right. Wheat, the gluten and the dairy thing. Ugh. All right, I got to check my shoulder here and figure out what the hell's going on. Ugh. Ugh. Whew. Oh well. So the guy today did an ear mold. He said, that it could be feedback if we don't put an ear mold in there. Right. Ellie here might actually be able to update their hearing aid to be programmable versus just a hearing test. But I think that's all in the app. Trump administration invokes state secrets privilege on Prego. Oh my God. I mean, shit's getting, I mean, maybe it's a reason. I don't know. 100% Larry. I don't know. Everybody's starting to get on their case saying, this really doesn't make much sense. You don't have any information. You haven't presented a case. Now, it could be something to it. They could know something about Abrego Garcia that they can't release because it would, it would reveal something. But I don't think the judges are going to accept that as, I mean, maybe they might use the secret court. I meant to take my eye drops with me today, but I left them in the house. Luckily, they were a free gift from the doctor, but I'll have to throw those away. Thank you, Larry. Nah, I'm not going. I'm going to keep those in my bag, and I got to take them with me. Too easy for a spy to simulate some accident. I haven't looked to see what they did on Date in Asia recently. I got to do that. Where's my phone? Well, where's my other phone? Thank you, Larry. Yeah, they try to they used to they used to do a lot of weird stuff. They're still doing weird stuff on it, but it's not like it's pronounced. No, the federal government made sure I never got with a woman ever again in my life. Ain't no doubt about that. Correctly. Mm. Sorry.
This is Chicago. Streets always gonna have a villain. To protect the city.
I gotta watch a video to be able to see my messages. I don't know if they have a pay version or not. Okay, so Yeah, I haven't been on there that much, so. I think these are a lot of stuff I saw already. I spoke to a trans woman one time. It was at her work. She didn't have a computer at home, and I would chat with her when when she's at work, or a call center or something. I guess she was doing the typing thing, right? And she would say the Saudis would come in for like a weekend party. Hmm. I just found my famotidine that disappeared again. They started cursing me, and everything started disappearing. Right. All right, I know what happened. Ugh. I got ready for everything. All right. Yeah. Hmm. Looks like. Hang on. Let me. How can I figure out now? How can you tell if mind possession is up? I just wonder if that's somewhere. Mind possession, mind. No, I was looking in the community. Right. Oh, you son of a bitch. Community. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I think, right. I think it ties in with those sounds. Right. Thank you, Larry. Well, somebody just did something and opened up some more. Maybe you're all praying. I bought 100 doses of famotidine for a decent price from Amazon and was using it and it disappeared, so I haven't been able to take that for a few days. I just found it. Thank you, Larry. All right, yeah, let's see where that was. Let's see what we got here. Where's it at? That's weird. All right. I actually got there pretty quick, and then there was a short delay. I'm trying to return something to Amazon. It looked like it moved pretty quick from here to. It's now in Memphis. It's going to that Horn Lake, Mississippi facility. It looked like there's a short delay. It doesn't even make sense. A carrier delay has occurred. Package left in Hernando, Mississippi. I don't know. It's now in Memphis. It's only a hot skip and a jump to Horn Lake, Mississippi. Yeah. Hmm. Right now, I'm just looking to see if anything comes up. So I looked at the pack of basmati, and it said basmati. I said, was it an Indian person? Because I know we had some like murder suicide, right, in an Indian family recently. But then it said white because white rice, but white jumped out. Um, don't know. Oh, I forgot to look at right. Actually, no, the other one. Sorry. Okay, log into my blue is a clue. I don't know what that means. Obviously, my blue is Blue Cross Blue Shield FEP, but right, Blue Shield came up. Might be some database that you have or some AI you have. I don't know. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, sure. It's probably a waste of time because it's probably the fusion center, the corrupt fusion center. Doesn't care. I don't know what this thing's doing. It says it's loading, but oh wait, the screen. The things like. Let me think here. That are blocking something in my mind. All right. Maybe I need to connect my VPN. I don't know. That's what I'll do. Okay, tap the secure link. All right, so where's the. I got no idea what this thing's doing. It's not. They have a new system for verification. Oh, there it is. Okay, it finally went. All right, there's somebody who's cursing me for helping, right? And they're angry. Yeah, I was going to talk to Costco about trading up that hearing aid, but I'm kind of busy and they're closing now. And of course, whoever was listening on the phone call probably willed it away. I'm trying to hear here.
We just heard about it. They've been fighting for a long time. They've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quickly.
Tensions between India and Pakistan soared after a deadly militant attack killed more than 24, mostly Indian tourists last month. It's the latest clash over Indian-administered Kashmir, claimed by both countries, but these airstrikes went far beyond that region. 3 wars have been fought. Keep lines of communication open and avoid escalation. Aftermath of a sustained air assault against Pakistan by its neighbor, India. Overnight, explosions seen and heard as the 2 nuclear-armed countries exchanged fire. The White House scrambling to de-escalate a potentially treacherous conflict. India says it hit, quote, terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. But Pakistan says 26 civilians were killed, including children. And this morning, the wreckage of a fighter jet. Pakistan says it shot down Indian planes.
All of these engagements have been done as a defensive measure.
Flight tracker sites showing commercial jets rerouting away from Pakistan amid fears of more. President Trump heard the news just before a White House appearance.
Oh, it's a shame we just heard about it. They've been fighting for a long time. They've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quickly.
Tensions between India and Pakistan soared after a deadly militant attack killed more than 24, mostly Indian tourists last month. It's the latest clash over Indian-administered Kashmir, claimed by both countries, but these airstrikes went far beyond that region. 3.
Yeah, I just checking in on that. Oh, God. Very well. All right, so we're going to go look at the Book of Mormon. Oh, sorry. Get rid of this. Make sure. All right, so Mosiah 6. King Benjamin records the names of the people and appoints priests to teach them. Mosiah reigns as a righteous king, about 124 to 121 BC. And now King Benjamin thought it was expedient, after having finished speaking to the people, they should take the names of all those who had entered into a covenant with God to keep his commandments. And it came to pass that there was not one soul, except it were little children, but who had entered into the covenant and had taken upon them the name of Christ. And again, it came to pass that when King Benjamin had made an end of all these things, and had consecrated his son Mosiah to be a ruler and a king over his people, and had given him all the charges concerning the kingdom, and also had appointed priests to teach the people, that thereby they might hear and know the commandments of God, and to stir them up in remembrance of the oath which they had made. He dismissed the multitude, and they returned every one according to their families to their own houses. And Mosiah began to reign in his father's stead, and he began to reign in the 30th year of his age, making the whole about 476 years from the time that Lehi left Jerusalem. And King Benjamin lived 3 years, and he died. And it came to pass that King Mosiah did walk in the ways of the Lord, and did observe his judgments and his statutes, and did keep his commandments and all things whatsoever he commanded him. And King Mosiah did cause his people that they should till the earth, and he also himself did till the earth, and thereby he might not become burdensome to his people, that he might do according to that which his father had done in all things, and there was no contention among all his people for the space of 3 years. Uh, what's that all about? I don't know. Obviously. Right. So she's gone. Surgeon General appointee. Ah, oh my God. What are they talking about? I can't even read their plans. It just, ah, ah, ah. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, oh my God. I'm sore. I might have to take a muscle relaxer tonight. Like if my back is like firm at the top and it's probably not the best, but my neck is free. If I could just get it to relax a little bit more, my legs are kind of moving pretty good. There is a possibility I could get my body back in order, but boy, it's a lot. It's a lot. Right. Wish I could have started 5 years ago, really focusing hard. Definitely would have been way better, way healthier. No, payments don't make any sense to me. Oh darn it! You know what? I think I got my. Did I order my Amazon or not? Nah, there's something in the middle of my order earlier, and I knew it was blocking me. No, I endeavor to buy more like mainstream stuff from Amazon that I might go to Walmart for and stuff like that because they're really good about returns still. I mean, you have to wait sometimes, but yeah, they bumped it back. Right. What's tomorrow? Do I have an appointment tomorrow? I see they screwed the delivery. I'll get it at some point. Right. Well, I hate for me. Actually, they did it when I was at home too. So no big deal. All right. Yeah, my pots and pans are history, so I'm gonna have to. Another thing I hate about this place is it takes forever for the hot water to heat up. Especially on the sink. So I gotta order some new pots and pans. I guess I could order them and take a chance. It doesn't matter, I guess. Well, 'cause I'm not gonna be home and then yeah, I probably would. I'm trying to go to the optometrist tomorrow. Get that taken care of. Wayne is back. All right, this should work. Now to do another demo prayer again. Wish I could just get forward of this kind of, and have some normalcy. We're saying about forcing. Said she should, whoever she is, should have been forced into moving away from me. Well, there's people, when people have sensitive information, they don't necessarily feel comfortable, directing them. They just make it known. Yeah, the power that Loomer holds is kind of weird. See, it's kind of weird. Right. I mean, it's gonna bite her. It'll bite her one day. It'll get her one day. No, I think like real. Or she's like ending people's careers at this point. Oh wait, the phone's over there. I got the wrong phone I'm talking to. Wait, where's the other phone at? Oh, it is over there. Yeah, I mean she's really ending people's careers at this point. So I don't know. But it's just so weird. I mean, we have ADX, we have penitentiaries, we have administrative hold facilities and penitentiaries. It's like you're not talking to the BOP. Right. Thanks, Larry. You can build a situation like that. I mean, are you not like working with the government? Are you just using like some isolated people or something? Are you offended by government employees? I mean, it doesn't make sense. And the DOP wouldn't say stuff like that, as far as I know. Right. It's just the isolation factor. That's what I was kind of saying the other day. Believe it or not, because of modern day security or modern day, not devices, but equipment that is built and submersibles and everything else, it's really going to be an expensive endeavor to secure that place and a difficult endeavor. You have to build a desalination plant or barge in water. What institution replaced Alcatraz? What federal institution replaced Alcatraz? Well, the point Like the BOP would bring up the ADX at Florence. Right. Well, I really don't know who you were talking about incarcerating. So I don't know if that's all, if it's necessary to be Florence. You can build something in between a penitentiary and Florence. Actually, running small businesses in prison, it's not a bad thing if it's kept in check and it doesn't include narcotics or like sex trafficking. Keeps them busy, Right. I mean, me myself, I would prefer to try to rehabilitate people. Like you put them ADX and then, you know, give them an option. Right? Stay there or move up. Maybe they do. I don't know if they have that. Right, have any of the prisoners at Florence ADX with good behavior moved to a regular penitentiary? Okay, we do have a system. Well, that's always the best. Incentive is important. Oh, because it's very difficult to run those prisons. Okay. You got to cue to take a certain medication. Okay, I see. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. So, well, I think that's what you're calling for. Is a prison for everyday inmates that's kind of like in between a U.S. penitentiary and Florence ADX. Well, there is a system in the federal prison system has a system to deal with people that become a burden. Right. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, sir. You know what? It looks like in the daytime it's worse. So is it? It's got to be an allergy, an allergen or something, or mold. Oh my god! No, if I was out of here, I'd probably be better. It's probably where I'm living. Right. Now, let me look at the humidity here. Thanks, Larry. 60, 6 degrees Fahrenheit, 53% humidity. It still needs to go down a little bit. Now, see over here, it says 42% humidity. This makes no sense. I mean, it could be a little lower, but not 11% humidity. It's only one room away. Right. All right, let me take this and move this over here. I'm ready to throw this thing away, actually. It's one of those fancy weather station things. I mean, it's a cheaper one, but it was nice because when you wake up in the middle of the night, just look across the room, you can see it. But I have since purchased, if I can find out where it is. Wait, where is it? I don't want to lose it. I mean, I can pick it up on my phone. I purchased one that's just internet based or web based. Nah, they weren't supposed to be in my life. They're still in my life. Still causing trouble. Right. Keep cursing my head. Yeah, I need to get away, man. If they don't stay away, shit will happen. I mean, it's metaphysical, but it'll happen. See, they see all the problems in the world, so what they do is they want me to curse. Because they don't want people to know that it's God. Like, in the beginning, they didn't know what to do. Right. So I'm healing the world, I'm healing stuff, but yet things are happening. So they, came up with this plan to make me look like it's all me. Right. Thanks, Larry. Just cursed me. Well, evil's up. What can I say? Trying to block my optometrist appointment tomorrow. Like, it's weird because my therapist, she knows everything. Like when I speak, she doesn't go, well, what does that mean? Like, she knows that there's a will that comes against things and all that. Now she maybe won't openly speak about it, right? But she says, again, like if I had her, they couldn't have blocked me all this year, right? Because she recognizes that such shenanigans go on, but she goes, the important part is that you keep pushing through it. Right. Thanks, Larry. 100%. She knows I'm a real Christian because I'm very natural. I mean, I'm a sinner saved by grace. I mean, that's what I always say, and everybody should say that. Right? Now, I should have got out of here right away when I got sick. Right. I'll probably be healthier now for it. Like, at least my idea was just at least get into a hotel or something. Right. Just get out of this particular structure and then play it by ear after that. Correct. Now, I'm thinking that for some reason, I don't know what the energy is, but like putting everything into storage here on this property doesn't work. Right. Like there's no energy to do that. Like to line it all up there and then one day move it. So I have to go find a storage unit. Right. I still have one today. I should have asked her. I guess I'll talk to her tomorrow. Well, can I pull out of my garage? Thanks, Larry. Or do I have to maintain it till I leave? That tastes pretty good. You take vegetable broth and you boil it, and then you put the instant mashed potatoes in there. Great flavor. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better, but okay, get out of here. Right, possible. I don't know. Well, the question is whether I paid like a few $100s to bring people in to help clean it and get it spotless. Would that suffice? It's cheaper than bailing, right? I don't know, because I don't know if that's going to do it. Right. Correct. Now here's the Book of Mormon. It's on the altar. So you understand what I said about the Book of Mormon? Right. To God, it doesn't mean what it means to all of us, the different religions, the different books. So God, what does God do? What is God's big thing in the scripture repeatedly? How does God look at things? He looks at the heart of the matter, right? The intentions of the heart, right? So he looks at all the Mormon people, and they have all the missionaries and all of that. And you have me trying to connect with some people to at least do some Bible study or something like that. Correct, Larry. Now, my question is, are the missionaries always, like, eventually the missionaries are going to change, right? Are missionaries always available for Bible study, like, once or twice a week? Or is that something only during the process of lead up to the baptism? Oh, I guess once I get baptized, then I could be the church member that speaks to the new people. Missionary Larry. Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty good for the Mormons. I shouldn't say that. It's like illegal to say Mormons inside the Latter-day Saints, but Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. Well, because I say sinners saved by grace. They don't say that, but that's an important concept for people to understand. That although the church has a certain set of standards, right? Those standards do not proclaim one being superior to another. Correct. Even though the scripture. Right. Oh my God. Thanks, Larry. Well, that's why you should say that. Hey, look, I'm doing evil too. When you get to the trans and gay, it gets a little difficult. Right? So God educates me on that. It's like it's something I'm not like very comfortable with as far as God goes with it. Right? Well, because God's like, to me, to God, there's the heart of the matter, the intentions of the heart, and the reality of how it all happens. Right. For the people in the church, it's just like it's like black and white, but yet Jesus came and he explained that it's not black and white. Right. then in fact none of us are really good. Right? None of us seek after God. Boy, I feel like doing a Bible study. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Wednesday. I'm good. I thought it was Friday over Friday. Like doing another Bible study. It's just like the world. Like if I had woke up a long time ago, like if I could have got back to the church, I had got that stuff together. Like Bible studies everywhere. Like you could just bring people in. Yeah, there's a problem when you don't want people flashing to people in your church because it's a big prank. Back then, when wasn't a lot of pranksters. Now there is, and people accept pranking. And now people are nervous. I should just hung out with that lady, and that's the point. All you have to do is like meet somebody as a friend, right? What was her name? I don't even remember her name. Did I even know her name? Well, I can't tell you who was real and who was not. Right. Well, that Home Depot thing, and then they brought in the guard service and all that. It was all BS just to screw up my relationship. Is why they were there, right? It wasn't like I was trying to marry her or anything. I just wanted to be her friend, and that's how it starts. And then you can find people, because she's always a nice guy and all this. Right. No, they destroyed it. No, I definitely am. I'm feeling better. I'm not perfect, but way better at this time of day. So this is not making sense. Correct. What they keep doing is somebody keeps calling they keep calling my number, and then my voicemail gets clogged. My brother yells at me, "Your voicemail's not." I said, "They keep calling." Right? They. No, they should have been forced to stay away from me. Correct. Thank you, Larry. Prison isn't the perfect solution. The perfect solution is, law-abiding life. Right. Boy, the vibes coming off the 8X prisoner. Right. Facebook blocks access to Muslim news page in India. Right. Yeah, I had purchased a monitor, and I had my other monitor that I was going to use to view my phone on. And I can't even find the monitors right now. Where did I move those to? So there was a will for some reason for that not to take place. No, I just didn't want to be in close proximity to the phone and the cell message right in front of my face all day. So I've been trying to get this done for years. And they keep fighting it. God bless you, Larry. God bless you. It's just, this next steroid treatment kind of got distant. Because I was thinking, for my allergies, I'll just have the steroid, because my allergy doctor said I could always give you steroids, but I thought, I don't want to rip my stomach up, right? But I'm not even sure what's going on now because. So sorry. Nah, I was led here probably. I should have. Like I said, I was trying to get to Salt Lake, and it got so expensive in Salt Lake. I cannot for the life of me find these monitors. That just shows you it's a curse. No, I had them. I had them. I was using them for a short period of time, and then for some reason it went by the wayside. So I got to try to keep looking for these monitors. It's just hard to find good help when you're looking to help. Like TaskRabbit's not horrible, but you got to find the right people. I mean, they're just not. I mean, they're getting paid by the hour, so that is right. Last guy worked pretty good, but it just. I probably need a team of like 2 people, but the problem is when you do that, you may not get to the end of your project and spend all your money. So again, it's just kind of hit or miss. Right? I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money and not get where I'm trying to get to. Again, when the sun comes out, I'll try to get some work done here. I can't believe this happened. Can't find the monitor. There's 2 monitors. I had them together. I remember that. Ugh. No, I'm actually, the weird part is like right now, I'm so close to where I was probably in Santa, and I wouldn't say in Santa Fe, but like my back, like I was trying to tell you, I was trying to get my back so it's firm, but not like tight, where it's going to cause damage, right? And what that does is my legs come on pretty good. So I'm just not sure. I mean, I obviously I never should have pulled out of the gym or anything like that, but they were, I mean, just this bullshit every time. Again, I don't even know. I can't even tell you why I did. It's like, why the hell did I stop going? I was being harassed, but I guess just so the harassment wouldn't happen, so it would stop. Like, and the cops were involved. Right. At least they were in a car, and one of them was in a car, and he would just stalk me, and young guy, but he could be an FBI agent there. I don't know. Right. Just pay tell the city they want to use one of the cars, and go undercover, and I mean, these states will do anything. They're all sick. I can't find where my monitor is. Believe me, I don't trust phones as far as what they might put in them. I don't think it's going to kill us, but they can do shit to harm us. Right, make us feel uneasy. Right. So I'd rather keep it. And again, the cell signal is not that. Why do this? That's my Surface Pro. There's the box from the monitor. I cannot believe that monitor disappeared. Two monitors disappeared. That's how the curses work. No, I never let anything happen in my lap. They're sick. Paid a lot of money, I'm sure. Pay it back in hell. That's how it works. If I didn't say it, nobody else would say it, and then a lot of people that didn't do it wouldn't get the message not to do it. Right? You see, this is how I know they're cursing me, because I depending on what I say, there's pushback or no pushback. Right. Yeah. So that's how I know they're out there. Okay, so it's okay. Right. I didn't return the other monitor, but maybe there's somebody in life to give it to. It has some nice color to it, but it doesn't flip. Right. Not that I need to do that all too much. All right, so this is what we got here. I should figure out which monitor. I like this monitor because it's light. The thing is, everything's on that side. I guess it's. All right, just put a. No, I'm thinking the battery on my Ring camera as well. See now they're cursing my back. Something's going on. Shit. Wait. Yeah, I guess something funky just happened. I shouldn't say anything? What the hell does that mean? It's like weirdos, man. Your last one was a weirdo. I mean, they kill disabled people. They're gonna be the weirdest people on earth. Okay, so okay, so that's just trying to figure out. Let's just get the power port, right? This is two USB-C ports. See, but it has to go there. That's it. They just, what they did is they have holes in the wall for outlets, and they freaking cover it over. It makes no sense. Right. Like everywhere I tried to get another outlet, I'm like, well, why did they not? Maybe they covered it over because they didn't want to spend the money to put the outlet back in when it broke or something. What I'm thinking is somehow this thing was unplugged for a while, my Ring camera. So that's why it dropped down to 86%. And then when it got plugged back in, it hasn't moved since. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it should still be at 100%. Somehow it got unplugged for a while. Keeps a steady charge. It's just a trickle charge, but it should have stayed up at around 100%. Nah, they're devils, man. Tagged me for years, laughed about it, and freaked out when I started saying something. Trying to figure out what to do here. Oh, I see. Right. No, I was actually. That's too close. All right. Trying to figure out what to do here. Well, it's just the way my outlets work, and I have my two doorbell cams into this outlet, but I don't know. If I were to put like a surge protector thing on there, it tends to cause the power bricks to come out sometimes, and then my camera will be unplugged. But again, they probably cursed my cameras when I said they were charged. They just curse everything. It's just how they are. Bunch of sickos. All right, so I could plug it over there and then bring it over here because this has got a 6-foot cord or something. what they do on a watch list. They sit there and curse people. They're a bunch of devils. They curse their coworkers too. That's why so many federal officers had issues over the years. Because the other officers are devils, you know. You're working your ass off using your own power to power the Justice Department, and then they don't stand behind you at all, and you know, they embrace the devil. Well, if you didn't want to be, you shouldn't have been an army. I mean, that's the way these things work. See, the reality of like afterlife is when everything corrects. You're all going to go to hell. Your fake system doesn't work outside this planet. Thank you, Larry. It's either like they're pushing me to inside to change out the power bricks and put them in the surge protector, and then they'll go beep, beep, fall out. And my batteries will go dead in my front in my door cams. And so they curse me every day. That's how that happens. Oh, because I curse them, bullshit. Actually, that's bullshit that should get you cursed. Right. I yelled at everyone for years. They're just playing the game out. Bunch of devils playing the game out. Yeah, it's on the wrong side. I wanted to use that monitor because I like the color and it's a little bit larger than the other monitor. Actually, I'm going to use this one. Because I think this one, the touch didn't work with my one phone. Which might lead me to send it back. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I kind of wish when I was in Tyler I could have figured more out about the muscle tissue and all that, and how pain management was going to work or could work. And again, they were there on me all day long, doing all that crazy shit. Still on the same side of the monitor, though, isn't it? Yeah. Sure, it's okay. I know it now. Right, that's not supposed to sit there. Yeah, they just kind of fucked everything. That's the way they are. Yeah, sitting there cursing everything. It's like a what do you call that? Satanic witch's coven thing. Let's see if it'll work this one. Yeah, all I needed was for that to work. Let me think. That might actually work. Let me find if I can find that. This will work. How's this going? Oh, yeah. This should work. This should stay joined in with this. Actually, this one's a 3er. Actually, yeah, I should have never stopped going to the gym and all that. That's what was keeping me healthy. They kept hitting me in the head with bullshit. Make sure. Again, it's the same place same city where they had the fake pedophile hunters. Probably affiliated. I'm gonna have to order some more USB cables, probably. Yeah, the USB cables never last as long as they stay. 7,000 bends. I'm gonna have to pay closer attention to guns. Of course, I mean, there's no doubt. I have to spend all day doing. That's what the big thing of the watch list is. Curse people dead and get paid for killing people. Pretty much it. But who do we kill? The same type of person that everybody else kills, their victim. How about that in the rectum? Well, if you stay away from me, all the weight I have on this planet wouldn't be put behind destroying all of you. That's just the way it works. I mean, for anything else to happen would be BS. They whammied so much that it's just like on autopilot, but yet they're there. That's great. I think what's going on is my other phone, my Google XL. I think on the other monitor, it doesn't. Oh wait, it's not working on here. That's right, because I have to go in here and improve it or something. Wait a minute, it's not working. Oh, I have to go in. Unlock my face. Mirror display. Yeah. So at first, on the other, I don't have to check on the other monitor, but I was mad because my Google Pixel, and it kind of said that I needed a mouse for it, like when I looked it up online. But when I got to on this other older monitor I had, it it worked with touch. This is cool. I got the Book of Mormon at work in here. Book of Mormon, chapter 1. Amaron instructs Mormon concerning the sacred records. War commences between the Nephites and the Lamanites. The three Nephites are taken away: wickedness, unbelief, sorceries, and witchcraft prevail. About AD 321 through 26. Then I, Mormon, make a record of the things which I have both seen and heard, and call it the Book of Mormon. And about the time that the Amaron hid upon the records unto the Lord, unto the Lord, he came unto me. I being about 10 years of age, and I began to be learned somewhat after the manner of the learning of my people. And Amaron said unto me, I perceive that thou art a sober child, and art quick to observe. Therefore, when ye are about 20 and 4 years old, I would that ye should remember the things that ye observed concerning this people. And when ye are of that age, go to the land of Antum, unto a hill which shall be called Shem, and there have I deposited unto the Lord all the sacred engravings concerning this people. And behold, ye shall take the plates of Nephi unto yourself, and the remainder shall ye leave in the place where they are, and ye shall engrave on the place of Nephi all the things that ye have observed concerning the people. And I, Mormon, being a descendant of Nephi, and my father's name was Mormon, I remembered the things which Amaron commanded me. And it came to pass that I, being 11 years old, was carried by my father into the land southward, even to the land of Zarahemla. The whole face of the land had become covered with buildings, and the people were as numerous almost as it were the sands of the sea. And it came to pass in this year that they began to war between the Nephites, who consisted of the Nephites and the Jacobites, and the Josephites and the Zoramites. And this war was between the Nephites and the Lamanites and the Lemuelites and the Ishmaelites. JJZ. NLLI. Now the Lamanites and the Lemuelites and the Ishmaelites were called Lamanites. And the two parties were Nephites and Lamanites. It came to pass the war began to be among them in the borders of Zarahemla by the waters of Sidon. Yes, interesting, yeah, because this is happening. And it came to pass that the Nephites had gathered together a great number of men, even to exceed the number of 30,000. And it came to pass that they did have in the same year a number of battles in which some Nephites did beat the Lamanites and did slay many of them. And it came to pass that the Lamanites withdrew their design, and there was peace settled in the land, and peace did remain for the space about 4 years, that there was no bloodshed. But wickedness did prevail upon the face of the whole land, insomuch that the Lord did take away the beloved disciples, and the work of miracles and of healing did cease because of the iniquity of the people. And there were no gifts from the Lord, and the Holy Ghost did not come upon any, because their wickedness and unbelief. And I being 15 years of age, and being somewhat of a sober mind, therefore I was visited of the Lord, and tasted and knew of the goodness of Jesus, and did endeavor to preach unto this people, but my mouth was shut, and I was forbidden that I should preach unto them. Wow, it's the stuff I was talking about. For all men willfully rebelled against their God, and the beloved disciples were taken away. You knew I was supposed to be with the LDS. I mean, that's such 100%. Because of their iniquity. I never read this stuff before. But I did remain among them, but I was forbidden to preach unto them because of the hardness of their hearts, and because of the hardness of their hearts, the Lamb was cursed for their sake. And these Gideon Ton robbers were among the Lamanites, did infest the land, and so much that the inhabitants, forgot to hide up the treasures of the earth, and they became slippery because the Lord had cursed the land, and they could not hold them nor retain them again. And it came to pass that there were sorceries and witchcrafts and magics, and the power of evil one was wrought upon all the face of the land, even unto the fulfilling of all the words of Abinadi and also Samuel the Lamanite. That's Mormon 1. It's pretty cool. No, because this is these apps work on my big monitor. Now they're trying to get me again. Now they're attacking. They're sick. Oh, you need a speaker for this. All right, I gotta figure out how to. Well, I got one of those Cambridge Works monitors. I think the guy I gave the guitar to sold it, but that's okay. I gave it to him. So what do I do now? I have to find this Cambridge Works monitor. Thanks, Larry. No, I never used to push to like meet anybody. I guess I didn't push to meet that woman either. I don't even remember her name, but she actually pushed, and she, wanted me to ask me to help her with her kids. She didn't ask me to help me. She explained that her one kid used up some of her money supposedly, on buying Google games or something, and they wouldn't refund her money, and she was saving for her other daughter's birthday. Right. And I agreed to help her with it, and she was supposed to pay me back, but I told her, if you don't, you don't. And then a bunch of crazy shit happened after that. They were. Yeah, everybody was involved. It was just, for all I know, they were deputies. I have no idea who they were, but they pretended they were security or some shit. Right. It was right around when I was helping with the Austin bombing. So, they were trying to like do a negative thing to me around the Austin bombing so I wouldn't help anymore. Right. Well, I actually could put this into the headphones if I were to put the Bluetooth on. I never did ask him what model he was going to get me. I gave him a brand, but I never told him what model I wanted. I don't know if I'll be able to contact him. But he's saying it takes like a month. It's not like going to Costco, All right, I got to find this Cambridge Works speaker. I had it here somewhere. I actually recently saw it. Oh, I do remember there. All right, so how do I link this in? I guess I could put it through that. And do I have a? Actually, I was just, the Lord just showed me the thing there. Where did I put it? I grabbed it and I put it somewhere. It's an audio cable, 3.5 millimeter. I just looking at. I picked it up, put it somewhere. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I just had it. Yeah, that was screwy. Here's one. I don't know if it's long enough. Let's see if this works. I'd like to actually find one smaller. I could kind of mount to that. Let's see if that works.
Option source. It's about individuals striving to learn of and follow Jesus Christ. It begins in Jerusalem around 600 BC when a prophet was warned by God to flee the impending destruction of the city. He and his family are guided across the ocean to what is now the Americas. The people grow and eventually divide into two great nations who have times of war and peace. Their lives can inspire you to have faith in Jesus Christ, keep his commandments, and serve others. The Book of Mormon contains holy words of prophets who testified of the coming of the Savior. It confirms the truths of the Bible and witnesses that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, that he lived, died, and overcame death and sin for each of us. That's why it's called another testament of Jesus Christ. In fact, the crowning event of the book is the visit of Jesus Christ to the people in the Americas after his resurrection in Jerusalem. He teaches his gospel, heals the sick, and blesses their children. But that's just the beginning of the story. The real impact of the Book of Mormon is how it can help you with the challenges you face today. You can find comfort, direction, and learn how to be a better and happier person. Most of all, you can grow closer to your Savior, Jesus Christ.
Well, one of the things that I do with it is I try to see what it might actually be talking about. Look at, there's the content of the information, but I was told that in America, again, I knew nothing about Mormons or anything like that, or Book of Mormon, or the Church of Latter-day Saints, any of that. And the Spirit said that in the United States, this is like separate. This is actually when I was in New Jersey. I was going to a powwow. I think it may have been partially with that. And it said that in the United States, all sorts of things were happening while Jesus was here. Like the whole globe underwent this spiritual event, even to the Native Americans. So even though it was produced and envisioned this way, there may have been spiritual things happening to American tribes. Well, wasn't it where he was in a vision, right? I don't know what he called it. Right. It's possible that at certain times throughout the history of the planet, that meant that visions manifest physically. So where did the Book of Mormons or the plates eventually go? Let me see what it says. No, she has to go. She's still thinking of me. Where did the original Book of Mormon plates go? So, well, there's a possibility that a single individual or a small group of people are in a vision, living in a like physically inside of a vision. So again, like even aliens might be that, right? If it, in fact it happens, you know, in fact the aliens. Thank you, Larry. Right. When before I didn't read a lot of it, but essentially, the idea was that he was physically in a vision. Joseph Smith. Well, there's also a spiritual earth. Now, how deep that is, I don't know. Yeah, something went wrong with my monitor. Not sure what's happening here. Oh, my monitor went out. It's saying mirror display, but it doesn't work for some reason. has to be on because it says mirror display. Then when I push it over here, it doesn't come on. I don't know, something wrong. That's weird. They're definitely coming against this. I might need another cable. Let me see. Find out what power cable. No, I know there's one back here. All right, I'm going to try this again. This. Looks like it's going to work. Maybe not. That's weird. There it goes. I don't know what that was, but now it's working. Yeah, I was kind of discouraged when I thought the Google Pixel XL9, whatever it is, when I thought it wouldn't work with touch screens. Right. But I had to do a lot to get it to look like this. Otherwise, it was like a small phone on my screen. Right. But you can open like developer options and then it does a bunch of stuff. Man.
Christ commands men to believe his words and those of his disciples. Men are commanded to repent, believe the gospel, and be saved.
And the Lord commanded the brother of Jared to go down out of the mount from the presence of the Lord, and write the things which he had seen. And they were forbidden to come unto the children of men until after that he should be lifted up upon the cross. And for this cause did King Mosiah keep them, that they should not come unto the world until after Christ should show himself unto his people. And after Christ truly had showed himself unto his people, he commanded that they should be made manifest. And now after that, they have all dwindled in unbelief.
You know, the weird part is a lot of the things I was saying is structured after Joseph Smith and the way he wrote this. Weird. Well, it has use. I'm a little more critical than most people, and a little more accepting than most people. Right? I did a great job on this app. Got a verse of the day. Well, it said that, it fits a lot of this. So like Jesus says he is, I am the Father, I am the light of the life and truth of the world. He's the Father of this world, I think. But he's not the Father, right? I think it's his universe is what came out. But it's like, yeah, it's not what we think. There's nothing here really in this world and in this part of the existence. Like if you go into a different, what do they call it? I would say realm. What do they call it? Like a different, like you can still be here and have more things going on. Again, we call it the ghost world, the spirit world. There's more going on all these planets in the spirit world. So again, Joseph Smith may have been speaking about a spiritual earth, right? Versus the physical earth, but it still had form and all that. No, there's one earth, but there's tons of. I'm trying to think of the words blocking me. Dimensions, I guess would be the word. Right. And people don't die in all the dimensions.
Chapter 7. Orihah reigns in righteousness. Amid usurpation and strife, the rival kingdoms of Shul and Kohor are set up. Prophets condemn the wickedness and idolatry of the people, who then repent.
And it came to pass that Orihah did execute judgment upon the land in righteousness all his days, whose days were exceedingly many. And he begat sons and daughters, yea, he begat 31, among whom were 23 sons. And it came to pass that he also begat Kib in his old age. And it came to pass that Kib reigned in his stead. And Kib begat Korihor. And when Korihor was 32 years old, he rebelled against his father, and went over and dwelt in the land of Nehor. And he begat sons and daughters, and they became exceedingly fair. Wherefore Korihor drew away many people after him. And when he had gathered together an army, he came up unto the land of Moron, where the king dwelt, and took him captive, which brought to pass the saying of the brother of Jared, that they would be brought into captivity. Now the land of Moron, where the king dwelt, was near the land which is called Desolation by the Nephites. And it came to pass that Kib dwelt in captivity, and his people under Korihor his son, until he became exceedingly old. Nevertheless Kib begat Shual in his old age, while he was yet in captivity. And it came to pass that Shual was angry with his brother. And Shual waxed strong, and became mighty as to the strength of a man, and he was also mighty in judgment. Wherefore he came to the hill Ephraim, and he did molten out of the hill, and made swords out of steel, for those whom he had drawn away with him. And after he had armed them with swords, he returned to the city Nehor, and gave battle unto his brother Korihor, by which means he obtained the kingdom, and restored it unto his father Kib. And now because of the thing which Shual had done, his father bestowed upon him the kingdom. Therefore he began to reign in the stead of his father. And it came to pass that he did execute judgment in righteousness, and he did spread his kingdom upon all the face of the land, for the people had become exceedingly numerous. And it came to pass that Shual also begat many sons and daughters. And Korihor repented of the many evils which he had done, wherefore Shual gave him power in his kingdom. And it came to pass that Korihor had many sons and daughters, and among the sons of Korihor there was one whose name was Noah. And it came to pass that Noah rebelled against Shual the king, and also his father Korihor, and drew away Kohor his brother, and also all his brethren, and many of the people. And he gave battle unto Shual the king, in which he did obtain the land of their first inheritance, and he became a king over that part of the land. And it came to pass that he gave battle again unto Shual the king. And he took Shual the king, and carried him away captive into Moron. And it came to pass, as he was about to put him to death, the sons of Shual crept into the house of Noah by night, and slew him, and broke down the door of the prison, and brought out their father, and placed him upon his throne in his own kingdom. Wherefore the son of Noah did build up his kingdom in his stead. Nevertheless they did not gain power any more over Shual the king. And the people who were under the reign of Shual the king did prosper exceedingly, and wax great. And the country was divided, and there were two kingdoms, the kingdom of Shual, and the kingdom of Kohor, the son of Noah. And Kohor the son of Noah caused that his people should give battle unto Shual, in which Shual did beat them, and did slay Kohor. And now Kohor had a son, who was called Nimrod. And Nimrod gave up the kingdom of Kohor unto Shual. And he did gain favor in the eyes of Shual, wherefore Shual did bestow great favors upon him. And he did do in the kingdom of Shual according to his desires. And also in the reign of Shual there came prophets among the people, who were sent from the Lord, prophesying that the wickedness and idolatry of the people was bringing a curse upon the land, and they should be destroyed if they did not repent. And it came to pass that the people did revile against the prophets, and did mock them. And it came to pass that King Shual did execute judgment against all those who did revile against the prophets. And he did execute a law throughout all the land, which gave power unto the prophets that they should go whithersoever they would. And by this cause the people were brought unto repentance. And because the people did repent of their iniquities and idolatries, the Lord did spare them, and they began to prosper again in the land. And it came to pass that Shual begat sons and daughters in his old age. And there were no more wars in the days of Shual. And he remembered the great things that the Lord had done for his fathers in bringing them across the great deep into the promised land. Wherefore he did execute judgment in righteousness all his days.
Chapter 8. There is strife and contention over the kingdom. Achish forms an oath-bound secret combination to slay the king. Secret combinations are of the devil and result in the destruction of nations. Modern Gentiles are warned against the secret combination that will seek to overthrow the freedom of all lands, nations, and countries.
And it came to pass that he begat Omer, and Omer reigned in his stead. And Omer begat Jared, and Jared begat sons and daughters. And Jared rebelled against his father, and came and dwelt in the land of Heth. And it came to pass that he did flatter many people because of his cunning words, until he had gained the half of the kingdom. And when he had gained the half of the kingdom, he gave battle unto his father. And he did carry away his father into captivity, and did make him serve in captivity. And now in the days of the reign of Omer, he was in captivity the half of his days. And it came to pass that he begat sons and daughters, among whom were Esrom and Coriantumr. And they were exceedingly angry because of the doings of Jared their brother, insomuch that they did raise an army, and gave battle unto Jared. And it came to pass that they did give battle unto him by night. And it came to pass that when they had slain the army of Jared, they were about to slay him also. And he pled with them that they would not slay him, and he would give up the kingdom unto his father. And it came to pass that they did grant unto him his life. And now Jared became exceedingly sorrowful because of the loss of the kingdom, for he had set his heart upon the kingdom and upon the glory of the world. Now the daughter of Jared, being exceedingly expert, and seeing the sorrows of her father, thought to devise a plan whereby she could redeem the kingdom unto her father. Now the daughter of Jared was exceedingly fair. And it came to pass that she did talk with her father, and said unto him, Whereby hath my father so much sorrow? Hath he not read the record which our fathers brought across the great deep? Behold, is there not an account concerning them of old, that they by their secret plans did obtain kingdoms and great glory? And now therefore let my father send for Achish, the son of Kimnor. And behold, I am fair, and I will dance before him, and I will please him, that he will desire me to wife. Wherefore, if he shall desire of thee that ye shall give unto him me to wife, then shall ye say, I will give her, if ye will bring unto me the head of my father, the king. And now Omer was a friend to Achish. Wherefore, when Jared had sent for Achish, the daughter of Jared danced before him, that she pleased him, insomuch that he desired her to wife. And it came to pass that he said unto Jared, Give her unto me to wife. And Jared said unto him, I will give her unto you, if ye will bring unto me the head of my father, the king. And it came to pass that Achish gathered in unto the house of Jared all his kinsfolk, and said unto them, Will ye swear unto me, that ye will be faithful unto me in the thing which I shall desire of you? And it came to pass that they all sware unto him, by the God of heaven, and also by the heavens, and also by the earth, and by their heads, that whoso should vary from the assistance which Achish desired should lose his head. And whoso should divulge whatsoever thing Achish made known unto them, the same should lose his life. And it came to pass that thus they did agree with Achish. And Achish did administer unto them the oaths which were given by them of old, who also sought power, which had been handed down even from Cain, who was a murderer from the beginning. And they were kept up by the power of the devil to administer these oaths unto the people, to keep them in darkness, to help such as sought power to gain power, and to murder, and to plunder, and to lie, and to commit all manner of wickedness and whoredoms. And it was the daughter of Jared who put it into his heart to search up these things of old. And Jared put it into the heart of Achish. Wherefore Achish administered it unto his kindred and friends, leading them away by fair promises to do whatsoever thing he desired. And it came to pass that they formed a secret combination, even as they of old, which combination is most abominable and wicked above all in the sight of God. For the Lord worketh not in secret combinations, neither doth he will that man should shed blood, but in all things hath forbidden it from the beginning of man. And now I, Moroni, do not write the manner of their oaths and combinations, for it hath been made known unto me that they are had among all people, and they are had among the Lamanites, and they have caused the destruction of this people of whom I am now speaking, and also the destruction of the people of Nephi. And whatsoever nation shall uphold such secret combinations to get power and gain, until they shall spread over the nation, behold, they shall be destroyed. For the Lord will not suffer that the blood of his saints, which shall be shed by them, shall always cry unto him from the ground for vengeance upon them, and yet he avenge them not. Wherefore, O ye Gentiles, it is wisdom in God that these things should be shown unto you, that thereby ye may repent of your sins, and suffer not that these murderous combinations shall get above you, which are built up to get power and gain, and the work, yea, even the work of destruction come upon you. Yea, even the sword of the justice of the eternal God shall fall upon you, to your overthrow and destruction, if ye shall suffer these things to be. Wherefore the Lord commandeth you, when ye shall see these things come among you, that ye shall awake to a sense of your awful situation, because of this secret combination which shall be among you. Or woe be unto it, because of the blood of them who have been slain, for they cry from the dust for vengeance upon it, and also upon those who built it up. For it cometh to pass that whoso buildeth it up seeketh to overthrow the freedom of all lands, nations, and countries, and it bringeth to pass the destruction of all people. For it is built up by the devil, who is the father of all lies, even that same liar who beguiled our first parents, yea, even that same liar who hath caused man to commit murder from the beginning, who hath hardened the hearts of men, that they have murdered the prophets, and stoned them, and cast them out from the beginning. Wherefore I, Moroni, am commanded to write these things, that evil may be done away, and that the time may come that Satan may have no power upon the hearts of the children of men, but that they may be persuaded to do good continually, that they may come unto the fountain of all righteousness, and be saved.
Chapter 9. The kingdom passes from one to another by
All right, that's good for now. Stay peaceful. Praise God and all you do. Praise God.